With training camp almost here for San Francisco, there's been a ton of excitement for the whole entire team, whether it be the quarterback position or even the offensive line position. But in today's video, I want to cover new photos that have emerged of Brock Purdy training this offseason. This is like the first glimpse we've actually seen of Brock Purdy on the field with footballs since his injury. Furthermore, we need to speak about what Jerry Rice, a Hall of Fame wide receiver and arguably the best football player of all time, had to say about Brock Purdy versus Trey Lance. So the big news here are the still shots that have been shown in this video and continue to get shown. This is big news because not that long ago, we haven't actually seen Brock Purdy with the football in his hand and him actually working out with it. This has been largely closed throwing sessions, so it's very encouraging to actually see Brock Purdy out there. He's also clearly not just working on throwing the football in these sessions, but also working on his agility and just really that aspect of his game as well. Now moving into the comments of Jerry Rice and what he's recently said to Matt Mayoko on a podcast. When speaking about the competition between Brock Purdy and the other quarterbacks on San Francisco's roster, this is what Jerry Rice had to say. I think the thing is, with Brock, he deserves to be the starter. He went on to say the following about last year when Brock Purdy was leading the team, and I thought this was very insightful. That injury that happened in Philadelphia, if that injury hadn't happened, I felt like we were going to win the whole thing last year. Rice continued, Purdy has got that starting job, but just in case something happens to him, Trey Lance has got to be ready to go. And here's really the great thing for Niners fans. Trey Lance, by all accounts this offseason, has been ready to go. He's been training with Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen at tight end university, but maybe the most important step Trey Lance has taken this offseason is his work with Jeff Christensen. Jeff Christensen is also the same throwing coach for Patrick Mahomes, but so far this offseason, he's finally taken the steps the Niners actually hoped he's taken. His throwing motion looks a whole lot more compacted, his spiral is a whole lot tighter, and frankly, he looks a lot better as a quarterback. And if it so happens the Niners need a bridge quarterback because Trey Lance just comes out and looks terrible, they do have Sam Darnold and he won games last year, and the Niners are a much better team than the Carolina Panthers team Darnold won with last year. So the question then becomes, how do I expect the training camp battle to play out between Brock Purdy, Trey Lance, and Sam Darnold? Well, at the start, I don't necessarily expect Brock Purdy to be really fully ready to go. Even though these newest pictures are encouraging, I would be surprised, frankly, if he was on the field competing with Trey Lance. But if that is the case, he runs away with the job in my opinion. But moving on to what I really expect to happen. What's more realistic is Trey Lance and Sam Darnold battle it out and possibly even battle it out throughout most of preseason. And if Brock Purdy then is inserted into the lineup, he's going to take over the job and start week 1. Most likely in my opinion. But if Trey Lance goes out there and kills it and looks like the quarterback the Niners hoped for, they're going to be in a really tricky situation. You have Brock Purdy, a guy who beat Tom Brady, but you also have an up-and-coming quarterback that many people have compared to Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen, some of the best quarterbacks across the entire NFL. And well, I don't know exactly how Trey Lance is going to come and perform and how Brock Purdy's arm's going to heal, if he's going to be ready as soon as training camp starts or what's going to happen. But I do know one thing. Having two quarterbacks that have been clearly dedicated to their craft this whole entire offseason and trying to make improvements in whichever way possible is a great thing for the Niners and Niner fans. With that being said, I'm super excited for this offseason to finally get wrapped up and us to start training camp and preseason. And as always, I really appreciate you guys watching my video, and I'd appreciate hearing what you guys thought about this situation. It would mean a ton if you liked and subscribed. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.